Happy Tuesday morning. Thanks for tuning in with us on this digital edition of Wake Up Charlotte.
You're Ben Thompson.
I'm Ben Thompson.
I'm Carolyn Brooke. And we're going to get to the top stories of the day in just a few minutes. But first, we want to check in with Larry Sprinkle for a look at the forecast.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm happy to say this is going to be one of those days we'll remember because of the sunshine, the scattered clouds, and the very pleasant temperatures out there. We'll take you through the daytime hours. By 11 this morning, we're low 70s. We're on lunchtime. It'll be in the upper 70s as we head towards the afternoon. Even around 9 o'clock tonight, it's pretty comfortable, right around 70 degrees. More of the same tomorrow. More clouds around tomorrow, but we'll still be right around 77 degrees. Unfortunately, it's a heavy rain from the remnants of Sally that we're going to see on Thursday and again on Friday. We could get anywhere from about 3 to 6 inches of rain, but the good news, the weekend will be very nice. Low 70s Saturday, Sunday, and again on Monday next week. And that is your forecast, Carolyn.
Larry, thanks so much. Turning to your top stories of the day. Police in Pineville investigating a homicide. It happened last night just after 11 outside the Fox and Hound. Police say 35-year-old James Christel was shot and killed after an argument there. Police say they're working on some leads, but they haven't taken anyone into custody just yet.
All right, now to Salisbury, where police are also investigating a homicide. This one happening just before 2:30 at the Laurel Point Apartments. Details limited at this point, but we're still working to get more information from police.
Doctors testing a COVID-19 vaccine in Charlotte need more volunteers from minority communities.
The numbers in general for participation of Latinx, Black Americans, American Indians, Asian, those numbers are too low.
The Moderna trial needs more groups represented to make sure that vaccine is safe for everyone. The deadline to sign up is Friday.
New details about the thousands of pounds of PPE ordered by CMS. The district spent more than $250,000 on face masks and shields. State also helping out, throwing in tens of thousands more. District leaders say schools will be following strict social distancing and sanitation guidelines.
North Carolina's Senate candidates facing off on the debate stage for the very first time. Republican Tom Tillis and Democrat Cal Cunningham disagreeing on President Trump's response to COVID-19.
I think that we are seeing and experiencing an unprecedented failure of leadership in this country.
In a crisis, you don't go for perfect. You go for good steps in the right direction.
Both agreed that more needs to be done to help those who have lost their jobs. You can watch that full debate now in the WCNC app.
Right now, Hurricane Sally barreling towards the Gulf Coast, expected to make landfall late today, maybe early tomorrow. Wake Up Show's Jay Gray joining us now from Mobile, Alabama, with the latest conditions there.
Hey there, good morning, Ben. Good morning, Carolyn. Look, Mobile Bay calm right now. We've had a spitting rain at times in the wind, a little bit of a breeze, but nothing significant. Of course, that's all going to change as we move into the evening here and Sally starts to move in.
A warning shot, rain and gusting winds as Sally stalks the Gulf Coast. The storm intensifying, threatening an area from Louisiana through the Florida Panhandle.
We worry.
That fear pushing hundreds of thousands in the potential strike zone. To prepare, filling sandbags, boarding up and stocking up.
Water and some little odds and ends for the storm, because it might flood, lights might go out. Just being safe, being on the safe side.
Sally, one of 5 tropical cyclones in the Atlantic right now, which has only been that crowded one other time since scientists have tracked storms. The hurricane creeping through the warm waters of the Gulf. That slow pace, a major concern.
We are going to have a huge amount of rain with a slow-moving storm. And then on top of that, we still have to deal with storm surge.
Water likely pushing into areas it's not supposed to be and staying for a while.
And that water may be Sally's most dangerous weapon. Forecasters predicting a storm surge of up to 11 feet and rain in some areas of 1.5 feet or more. In Mobile, Alabama, Jay Gray, Wake Up Charlotte.
Jay, thank you. Stay safe down there. All right, guys, we are less than 50 days away from Election Day. 49 days away today from November 3rd. Can you believe it? The North Carolina governor's race getting tight. Let me show you a recent poll from Survey USA showing Governor Cooper with 49%. Only a 7-point lead over his challenger, Dan Forest, at this point. People are getting their votes in. Mecklenburg County said they recently saw their busiest day so far. Already 4,000 people have voted. Absentee ballots started going out. You can drop them off at the County Board of Elections. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Let's take a look at this timeline for the election. So you do have a little more than 3 weeks to get registered. Make sure you get that done on time or ahead of schedule. Absentee in-person voting starting a month from now. You have until the end of October to vote absentee by mail or in person, with 49 days from today until Election Day. Crucial to know that absentee ballots have to be received no later than 5 p.m. November 6th. Has to have a postmark date on or before Election Day, which is November 3rd, so keep that in mind. Let us know in the comments below or shoot us a text message, 704-329-3600, how you're voting, whether you are headed to the polls, voting by mail, absentee. Join the conversation. Also want to make mention that the Charlotte Hornets head coach, they have just launched all over their social media pages their voter campaign to swarm the polls. So we will be spreading the word about that. That's also over on our WCNC app if you want more information. Guys, back to you.
Rachel, thanks. Time now to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. For the past several months, experts have disagreed about the impact of COVID-19 on kids, but now we're learning that they may be just as contagious as adults.
New evidence shows that children can not only get the coronavirus, but they can spread it to friends and family as well. Let's connect the dots. There's been a lot of debate around children and COVID-19, especially as a new school year starts. While there is evidence to suggest that kids are not affected as severely as adults, they can still catch it. There's also been arguments about how likely it is for children to spread the virus. Well, now the CDC reports a dozen kids infected in Utah likely caught COVID-19 at child care centers and then went on to infect their parents and siblings. Before now, it was thought children under 10 were less likely to infect others. In this case, one of the children spreading the virus was actually an 8-month-old baby. Some of the children were asymptomatic and were still able to pass the virus to parents and a teacher. The CDC researchers said testing is the best way to stop the spread in a setting like a daycare. And that is connecting the dots.
Now to some stories to keep you and your family safe and sound today. The pandemic will change fall fun in North Carolina. The Department of Health and Human Services says hay rides, train rides, and fair games are a no-go this year. But places like pumpkin patches and haunted trails will be able to open, but just at limited capacity. Some farms say they are ready to handle the changes and are planning to open this fall. You can find a list of those places on our WCNC Charlotte mobile app.
You may have been working harder over the past several months than ever before. A new study found 70% of people who work from home say they are having trouble finding a work-life balance. They say they're putting in extra 6 hours a week on average in their home office. Well, do you feel like you're working a little bit harder, maybe a little bit longer from home? Let us know using the hashtag WakeUpCLT. Carolyn, you say it was not the case for you when you were working from home.
No, but I think the nature of what we do is very different from, an office job. I was on for 2.5 hours and I went back to bed.
Yeah, and didn't check your email again after that.
Still don't check my email, but I'm here more.
That's true.
Consistent.
And we're for it, right?
Yes. Well, maybe. I don't know. That's up for debate.
It's up for debate. Make sure you join us every single morning at 4:30 for Wake Up Charlotte.